6 months ago, I purchased this, my BMW Z3M Coupe, aka the clown shoe. Now, when I bought the car, it hadn't been driven much over the past 3 years or so. So that was always going to cause me a couple of teething issues. That said, a lot of the issues that I did have were nothing too strenuous, and after a number of bits of work that were done and my aim to restore it to a point where I could drive it regularly, we got it to that point there where everything that I had issues with was fixed. And in this video, I'm going to give you a bit of an update as to everything that we've done to the car since the last video. And so I think the most obvious change that you've seen to the car is I've changed the headlights and the side lights here and the indicators to the Euro spec, I guess a European style, American style Tango orange. I think it just looks awesome. I've got a real thing for kind of orange on blue. I just think it works. I think this just makes the car pop a little bit more. Prior to getting the new headlights, because I did buy new headlights, the old ones that were on the car were really cloudy. And so what I did is I actually paid to get them restored, and it made such a difference. I'll overlay a couple of shots of the before and after. So if you do have old headlights, honestly, getting the headlights restored if they're milky and cloudy is one of the best modifications you can do to your car. It really just brings it back to life. It just, I guess, modernizes the front end a little bit. And yeah, so I did that first. Really loved it, loved the look, but I got the opportunity to buy these, and you know, to get the whole thing as a set was just an opportunity that cropped up, and I couldn't say no to it because I just think it looks absolutely awesome. Now, the other thing, if you watched my last video, is you will probably know that I put Nankang AR1 tires on this car, and it was probably the worst decision that I ever made. I instantly regretted it. It looked great when you weren't driving the car, but when you were driving the car, it felt like you had all four wheel bearings that have gone. Because you sit on the rear axle, there's not much sound deadening in here. Yes, the grip was great, but in the dries, the grip was great. In the wet, it was pretty horrendous. So what I did, I couldn't bear with it much longer. I got rid of the Nankang AR1s, and I whacked on some Yokohama Advan tires, and they're really good. The road noise on it is very, very compliant. It makes the car much more pleasurable to drive. And let's just say, I learnt my lesson. Never again getting race tyres on a road car. The other thing that was a problem, which I had to wait ages for, was a new one of these. I had to order it from BMW. It came from Germany. It took ages to come, but if you remember in the last video, this was split open behind the MAF, so it was taken in unmetered air. That's much better. The other thing that we did was I wasn't too happy with how the rear of the car sat, because what I did, obviously, there was 255 tyres on the rear to begin with. I've put the original tyre size back on, so a 245 on the rear, and I've also lowered the car a bit. Although what I think I probably need to do now is maybe lower the front just a touch more. On top of that, what we did also was have the rear arches rolled, and the reason for that's for, I guess, the future. If I want to get some 18-inch wheels with the car lowered, you need to, well, I definitely need to roll the rear arches if I want the car to sit nicely stanced like it is now, because the Z3M Coupe, the rear of that car, the width of it is just so wide, so you can really fit some wide tyres on there, but equally I didn't want any rubbing. Into the inside of the car, you can see my little M logo there. I changed the stereo to a Power Acoustics CP71W. Searched for ages to try and find a stereo that has Apple CarPlay on it, that fits the Z3 housing. Now this one's really good, although it doesn't come without its flaws. First of all, to get it to really fit snug, you need to take a bit of a Dremel to the underside plastic lip of the Power Acoustic head unit, but it's no drama. You can't see it from here, but it does fit nice and snug. The one thing that I would say is, whilst this car does give you Apple CarPlay, it's not perfect, and every now and again it will drop off for a second and then come back in. Quite annoying. The other issue that we had was with the clocks. So every now and again it was really strange, really weird behavior, but the clocks would, when the car was driving, it would cut power to the dials for like a split second. So you'd almost see it going up and down like a bit of a yo-yo. I'll insert a quick clip here. which was really annoying, but we had the clocks taken out, clean, checked all the kind of soldering area. Couldn't find anything specific, but what I have noticed is that since taking the clocks out and cleaning them up, it doesn't happen anymore. So maybe a little bit of a gremlin, who knows. The other issue that I had with the car was this, and this is, I think it's quite a common issue with the M Coupes. The center leveling position of the gear stick had basically, there's like a little plastic cup that goes in the bottom here that had, I think, perished, and the position of the gear stick was always here. So my center point was basically there. So if I was to kind of go into third, I'd actually be going into fifth. So I had to manually hold it here to put it into third, which again was quite annoying. But again, age of the car, this is what happens with older cars. But so I fixed that, which was good. And then some little trivial cosmetic stuff, like there was a bulb that went here, a bulb that went there. So that's all done. The other issue that I had was with the air conditioning. So obviously the air conditioning wasn't blowing any gas. So I went to get it regassed, and the moment we plugged in the gassing tool, you could just hear air pissing out the front end of the car. So replacement condenser was installed and the AC was regassed. And the final thing that's cropped up, and the only reason I've really started to notice this is because now I use the AC and the AC starts to draw power, is that if, for example, I dump the clutch from around, I guess, 3,000 RPM and try and get it to the idle position, unfortunately, every now and again it stalls the car, so I think I might need I think it's an idle position sensor that needs to be replaced. So I'll get that done on the next trip to Swift Performance. So overall, though, we've progressed quite well with this car so far. But also importantly, I did say in the first video was I'm not sure what I was going to do with this car, whether I was going to keep it, whether I was going to just get rid of it after the summer. I'm probably sure you can tell with all the stuff I started doing to it, but I'm absolutely going to keep this car. I have a bit of a love affair with it. I think it's a phenomenal car. I don't drive this 1010s. It's not that kind of car for me. It's it's a classic car, or modern classic car. And for me, it's just about getting it out, enjoying it for what it is. If I want to drive quick, I've got the GT4 to go and enjoy a very, very spirited drive. But this, for me, it's just, I just love it. I genuinely love this car. And there's something to be said about these kind of modern classic cars. They don't make them like this anymore. I love the car because of its quirkiness. I think it's special. I think it looks sensational. There's still quite a lot of bits I want to do to it. The bodywork, the cosmetic stuff still isn't where I need it to be. The wheels still need to be refurbed. I'm still not sold on the AC Schnitzer exhaust. We'll see. I think I prefer the quad pipes personally, but so I guess there might be an AC Schnitzer exhaust for sale eventually. But just in terms of how this looks, how it makes me feel, how it works for me and the dogs, I don't have a family, so for that beautiful Sunday drive like today, I can just get it out, stick the dogs in the back, and go for a great little spin, a cruise even. I don't need to go and break land speed records. And just the interior of it, it's cool, it's quirky. Absolutely love this car. So yeah, in summary, am I keeping this car after summer? Absolutely. This isn't going anywhere anytime soon. I just really enjoy owning it. It makes me smile every time I drive it. And yes, of course, there are issues with the car. It's 25 years old. And I think I got a bit of grief in the first video because I said it was a bit of a disaster, but that's what YouTube's about. I know that there was going to be issues with this car when I bought it, because that's what happens when you buy old cars. It's 25 years old, and I bought it knowing that I was going to have to spend some money on it. I bought it knowing that parts will be hard to find. I bought it knowing that it's going to be quirky, it's going to have its own characteristics. I bought it knowing that there's going to be rust on it, and that's another thing that eventually I'm going to have to do is get the car jacked up, maybe do like an ice blast, reseal, treat the underside of the car. But yeah, in terms of as how cars make you feel, this car is kind of up there as one of my favorites, just because of how cool it looks, how unique it is as well. And as I said, everywhere I take it, everyone loves it. No one looks at the GT4, everyone looks at that. It's honestly a special, special car. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this quick update on the Z3M Coupe. I'll do another one when I've got something meaningful to share on the car. But if you did enjoy it, smash the like button, comments are always welcome, and I'll see you all very soon on the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.